Hi there.
Hello,
Hi.
it's Brittany. I'm here a little
Hi,
early.
Brittany. Hi, how are you?
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm an early bird. I've always been an early bird, so it's just
Yeah,
not.
me too. Me too. Well, me too. Yeah. I like to be on time and make sure that I get through some of these glitches. But thanks for joining again.
Oh, absolutely. I love what you say. I love what you teach, and I'm getting
Well,
ready to
thank you.
print the oh my God, where did it come from? Was it Justin or uh
It could be
yes,
Justin. Yeah.
Dustin. He sent a oh, here it is. The actor's voice PDF. I'm printing this up right now. I did look at it online, but I did not. I just got home. I rushed home to get here to make sure I'm on time. And I just want to make sure I get this in here. So I have it in front of me and not trying to scroll through the internet to see what the today's discussion is, which I know what today is. Just
Hi, Corinne.
Hi, Sharon. How are you doing? This
Oh,
is going to
it's
be.
crazy here in New York. Absolutely. But last night I logged in, and what happened was I heard you, I saw the screen, and we crashed at 6 o'clock. AOL went down.
Oh my
And it
word.
didn't come back till almost 10 o'clock. I sent a message to them and I said, I need this for work. I'm not looking at monkey videos or anything. I don't post. I said, this is for business and for classes. I said, so if you don't get it going, I have 2.6 million viewers, and I'm going to let them know how awful AOL is.
Oh.
It came back at 10 o'clock.
Well, good for you. Good for you. That's fantastic.
So
So,
now we have
surprised because
fly
I don't know.
hours.
I was gonna say I
It,
don't know that many people that use AOL anymore, and I'm just very surprised that you still use AOL. Just
I'm
it's
just
not as
used to it.
popular. That's true. It's not as
I'm,
popular as it started out that way, but now there's so much competition. Yeah, it just doesn't.
right. A
But
lot
if
of people use Chrome. I have all of that on my phones, but this is just this is just basically for
well,
the
I've been having some
workshops
trouble
and for
too. So
casting notices.
I've been having some trouble too because I've got some things are clicking through on my business, which it should be because I'm paying for it. But I'm just going to give you at the end uh, my private email just to get through in case we're having some trouble. I seem to be going through these glitches every once in a while.
How's
So
the weather where you are? It's dreadful here.
it's 94 degrees. I don't want to leave the house. I mean, it's not, I'm not, I'm the heat doesn't do well with me. I mean, I can take it, but I do better actually in the cold. I do better in the cold. My dog
I
does better in the cold.
I have my ENT tomorrow. We want to
Okay.
check my throat, my lungs, because what was it, the last week or 10 days ago, I was playing a Karen and we had to yell and scream for hours.
Oh
And
no.
I was hoarse and I was carrying water with me, which I'm not supposed to have. You're supposed to just walk in without anything. And we were also dressed for fall winter weather. And it was 80 something degrees. They had to keep going by. The first scene was outdoors, and they were spraying us down with water and bug spray.
that's horrible.
Yeah,
That's
well,
really horrible. No,
they're
I'm
actually filming this week. And I said, you won't see me till Monday. Don't send me any casting notices. I am in till Monday after my doctor's
no,
appointment.
you have to take, first of all, thank you for prioritizing the health of your voice. That's my background. It's what I'm always concerned about. And shouting like that and being in the heat, it isn't good. My eldest son had a situation, he was playing football in high school, and the coach made him, there was no water. They're jogging around in, 80-degree humidity, all this with the helmet on and the pack. And he ended up in the hospital with heat stroke kind of thing. I mean, it was so, yeah, this is not good. This is,
I had that back in January where I thought it was my appendix. And what
Oh,
happened, it was exhaustion,
right.
stress, and this was the day before the major snowstorm, and we
Oh,
also
boy.
had a nurses strike. But I don't know what they put in my IV, but they gave me enough and said, you're going home because the weather's going to be bad, that I actually got on the subway from Lenox Hill and took the subway home.
Oh, jeez. Well, you have to take care of yourself, and then we'll talk more about,
I go
um,
every 9 weeks, I go to my ENT.
okay, how to shout. Are you learning how to, I'll tell everybody, and I did that in the voice class, and it's in my ebook about diaphragmatic breathing. And that enables you to shout because you're getting support from the diaphragm muscle so that you can project longer without damaging your vocal cords.
I
And it's the
printed it
difference
out and I'm
between,
taking it to the doctor with me tomorrow.
okay, the difference is, like if you're really shouting from your throat, you sound like this. Not terribly attractive. And
No.
that's where teachers, I've worked with a lot of teachers. So once they learn to do the projection, which you should learn as an actor, to project from the diaphragm so that you can keep talking for long periods of time. And then another trick is, which I will talk about it, am I okay, or would you have to start now? Is learning how to change your pitch so that if you're getting tired
Yes.
at one pitch, you change it to another pitch, and then you can talk a little bit longer, you know.
Well, I was practicing with my hands on my belly, the
Uh-huh.
diaphragm, and the
Right.
breathing in, the breathing out, and trying to just hold even a note going high to low because when you're
Okay.
yelling at someone and you're playing a Karen, you start low, then it reaches the pitch, then you bring it down again, and
Right. Yeah,
it's
there's all
hard.
kinds of
It's not easy.
no, none of this is easy. It's
Not easy.
and I was just talking to someone, you might have talent to start with, but then you've got to work. You know, there's talent and then you
Very
have
hard.
to yeah,
Very
you have to
hard.
work. There's
But I love it's my third reinvention, and I'm no longer reinventing myself anymore.
we can only do so much, you know, then it's like this is, you know, you can make little improvements, you know. Well, everybody's always, you know, up for an improvement,
I
but
was in
you don't have to.
fashion, I was in
Right.
law, went back to fashion, and then wound up doing this because it was funny, I had been raising money for breast cancer for my late mother,
Mhm.
and I was on Good Morning America
Oh, that's
with
fantastic.
Ulta Cosmetics,
Congratulations. Yeah, that's fantastic.
and I was named a Miss Ulta. This is going back 12 years ago. And I said, well, okay, let me try it.
I commend everybody, and I say this a lot, no matter, you know, I really do commend everybody for giving it a shot. You know, whether you're doing this to become an actor, you want to do more, you just want to do community theater, or you want to do better presentations for business. You know,
Exactly.
there's, you know, this is, it's all good. It's all good. And so I just give everybody a lot of credit for showing up and doing something different and not just sitting in front of the computer screen or the television screen and being, you know, entertained to death.
Only if you're watching British TV.
Well, everybody,
Ovation. I don't know if you have Ovation where you are. They
no,
have
well, I don't know. I haven't looked.
British, Canadian, Irish, the different,
Oh, very
you
cool.
hear the different accents, and they're all with the murder mysteries, or they're with,
Oh, well, they've done a lot with the British television. They've done a lot of change. It used to be that everybody did the received pronunciation, and that was what was allowed. And over time, if you notice the murder mysteries, which are kind of fun, uh, they're now allowing all sorts of different accents, which
well,
is
that's why I learned to say, put the body in the boot.
that's good. So now this one is going to be sort of different. I'm just getting a kick out of it because we just had the Scots in Boston, and apparently they drank Boston Dry.
Oh,
So yes, they had to send out for additional libations. They drank and all the beer was gone. I don't know about the whiskey, but they had to send out for more beer. The only beer that
Wow.
was left was Bud Light because it tasted like water. So they weren't interested. So, but
Well, they're
all the other,
handing out free water here where people were getting on the trains and buses to go to see the World Cup in New
ah,
Jersey. The traffic is god awful, but they have bottles and of water
well, that's
all
interesting. I
along
didn't know that.
42nd Street, which is wonderful.
That's very smart, very smart. Um, So anyway, I'm glad to have everybody here again, and I will be. But this should be sort of interesting. This is a different accent, but some things will be. What I try to do is try to let people know this is just an introduction to it, and I'll probably repeat myself as we go on. But it's an introduction, and but every time you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something, and
Oh,
so
definitely.
some of
I
this
would,
might be a little repetitive to others who have had this class or similar classes before. But if you're learning how to make different sounds, that's kind of what you're looking at this point.
so this
To
is Scottish dialect, British
right,
dialect variations.
right. So it's a Scots. It's just interesting little tidbit note that it's considered variation of the British dialect. So it's a variation, it's a dialect. And we'll go into kind of some of that
Well,
stuff.
definitely
So,
my first to be experiencing this. So I'm looking
okay.
forward to what you're going to help us
Well, thank you. Yes.
understand and
Yeah.
learn.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm glad to have you again because it's two in a row. It was my fault. I didn't register my classes in time and I went, whoops, my goodness, and then I had to jam them all in.
Mhm.
So
Good
I wanted to
timing.
get, but yeah, so it's like three in a row. Bam, bam, bam. I thought, okay, my fault. I waited too long. I've got to learn how to, book ahead. So I think I've got
It's okay. You got
August
me in
booked.
there, so that's all good.
It's all good. Okay, it's all good. So yeah, it just so I'm just going to be, I think we're doing pretty well. I try to get everybody, before I formally start, I want to make sure as many people are allowed to that are entered into this as soon as possible. We should be joining this in a minute. But it's a pleasure to have everybody. It's kind of fun. I mean, I enjoy this. I really do. And I want my clients, students, whatever, to do well. That jazzes me. That makes me feel good. Like, okay, this is
Absolutely. Absolutely.
there.
Now I have a
Yeah,
quick question. Like
sure.
the class that I had with you, and I don't know who else was there, but that I had with you where you had us going over and you were helping us enunciate our words and making sure we
Right.
had our vowels and our consonants in their proper place. Are we going to be going through that as well with this one?
We're going to be talking, yeah, just wait and see. There's going to be emphasis on how to sort of manipulate your mouth so that and change your vocal structure so that you can, whether it's this sound or something similar, that you learn how to move your mouth a bit to make
Okay.
these new sounds. This is, learning an accent or a dialect. It's challenging. It really is. And some people are good at it. Some people find it very difficult. It's not a reflection on your intellect or anything like that. What often is just some people they just are good, better at it. They just are. It's like I knew one individual who spoke 17 languages fluently. That is on the order of being a Beethoven in music. I mean,
Mm.
uh, that's way beyond what a normal person would do. But
Correct.
so some people are just really good at it, and some people struggle, and even really good actors often struggle. And I use what's his name that did Robin Hood, Kevin Costner, who's a great actor, but has a problem, with keeping, he had a challenge keeping the American accent and the British accent separate. He kept slipping he was doing Robin Hood. There's the movie there. He kept having a problem with that. And my emphasis on that or my take on it is that, you're better off just doing your normal accent rather than sliding back and forth, because that becomes jarring to the audience, in my opinion. I think you're better off just, and what I tell people is get one or two sounds down if you can't do the whole accent. I'm having a little trouble, Mr. Jones. Apparently they're saying, just to let you know, there might be an older version of Zoom Workplace app. You might want to refresh it.
An
'Cause I
older
can't-
version?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it's saying to me. I'm trying to hit, wait a minute. Did it work this time? I keep clicking on it. It says,
I, I
it was having a
updated
little
myself.
trouble, but now that you can talk, then I guess we got it solved. Okay, very cool. All right, I just clicked enough so that it got irritated with me and let you in. So anyway, welcome to everyone. This is me, Barringer Consultants. This is me. I have my business is visual and vocal image consulting. They're both sort of connected, what you look like, what you sound like, what your image is, especially online anymore. And I have a master's degree, but I have a background in speech pathology as well as a background in anthropology. I've actually been on several digs, and background in theater. So I've actually done some of what you're doing. I've done voiceovers, I've done community theater, semi-pro. I've done makeup, costumes, all of that. It's fun. It's fun. So I do appreciate everybody who's giving this a shot and trying to do something more challenging than just, like I said, sitting at home sitting on the couch, watching TV and eating potato salad. You're not doing that. So good for you. Good for you. And today it might be eating ice cream, which is not probably such a bad idea. So, okay, we're going to do the Scottish dialect. And this is a variation of the British dialect. That's where it comes under if you want to linguistically, categorize it. So it comes under this, but this is going to be interesting because I don't know if anybody's from Boston, where they just the Scottish Army, the
I'm
Tartan
from New
Army.
England area, so yes, I've trained myself not to drop my R's because I've been in broadcasting for so many years.
Yeah.
So once in a blue moon, if I have a couple of cocktails, yes, I drop my R's really bad.
That's
But
okay. That's
yes,
okay.
I'm from this area, so absolutely.
Yeah, so the Bostons are going to have the Bostonians are going to have a challenge with the Scottish art because they really drill them, It's really harsh.
Absolutely.
So I do like, this is for people who have maybe have had my class before. I do have some people that take a couple of my classes, and for new people, please feel free to ask questions. I do like an interactive class. It's a lot more fun. For me, that's all I'm interested in. No, it's a lot more fun for everyone, but you will probably be asking questions that others are really thinking about asking. So feel free to ask a question. And then all I'm asking is be polite. I'm not really good at seeing the raised hands, and I have let everybody talk. So this is on me in part, but so be polite, take turns. And if you have, some background noise, whether it's, the dog barking or uh, the dishes falling or whatever it is, just
It's funny that you say that. Yesterday, there was a lady recycling cans and she kept crushing cans through your whole class.
Oh my gosh. It's too funny. It's
That was
like,
art. I guess
okay,
it was art.
that can happen. I mean, we are at home. This is real life. If something like that happens, the baby cries, just mute the button. It's okay. And I do have a dog who's, man, she doesn't want to go outside. It's too hot. She's a Rottweiler. She would be more interested if there was snow. This is not her thing. So anyway, if you have not had the basics of my accents and dialects course, I'm going to do some review of it, but I would recommend take it, and then this might be a little bit easier for you. So what we're going to do is the overview of the class is we're going to review a lot of the material that I do go over in my basics class because you're going to need it if you're new at this. We're going to talk about categories, components, the key sound, then go into the key sounds of the Scottish dialect. We're going to do practicing. There's Q&A, and there's resources that you can use to further your education here in this. This is just an introduction. To really get good at an accent, you have to put in the time and the immersion to do that. Excuse me, I'm just going to check and see if there's anybody else that needs to be admitted to the class and do the click on. Oh, good heavens, yes, we're going to do a little bit here. So welcome everyone. This is, do I have everybody here? No. There we go. Okay, I think I have everybody. If I don't, I will periodically check. Okay. Here is, let me take a sip of water here. Okay, so I've been talking a little bit. The difference between an accent and a dialect. Okay. Linguists will argue about a lot of things. It just takes up a lot of paper, but nobody's often that interested. But the basics, they're used interchangeably. But if you think of an accent as I'm from France and I'm going to come to the US and I need to speak English, and all of a sudden, pardon, I am speaking English, but I am using the sounds from my language into your language. So I'm trying to do everything, okay? That's an accent. The dialect is now we're adding a little bit more with words. So dialect variation could be when you go, let's just go down south, and we're going down south and somebody says, well, bless your heart. Is that a compliment or not? It just depends on the context. It could have the complete opposite meaning.
Got that right.
Yeah, they're just so polite down there. They're just darling. Yeah. It's just so you have to know you can use them interchangeably. Nobody's going to, be the accent police and come down on you, but that's kind of basically it. An accent is, and we do it if we go to France and we're going to try to speak French and we haven't, we might say something like parlez-vous français. That would be kind of an American accent onto the French. So it works both ways. First of all, we all have an accent. Okay. We all have an accent. So that's the way it is. Dialect, like I said, that has more to do with culture and more language changes, different references for what's a couch, what's a sofa, it could be a Chesterfield, there's a lot of different words for the same thing and who uses what. Okay, an idiolect. Now, this is not an idiot-lect. An idiolect means what is personal to you. How do you use the language you're using? What words do you use?
I don't want to pet you right now.
Pardon? Tracy.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I thought it was muted.
What words do you use in speaking your own language?
I know
How
what.
do you use the words? What vocabulary do you use? How do you pronounce this word? So it's because everybody's different. If you go to, high schools, for example, you could go one high school to another within the same city and they have different slang. It's so how do you use the language personally? That's an idiolect. That is idiosyncratic to you. Pardon? No, if you have a question, go right ahead. Okay, that makes some sense. Okay, now here's some categories. Accents or dialects vary by location, geographical. You have a different accent from Southern. There's different Southern accent in North Carolina, and there's different down in Georgia. And if you get into Texas, it's like, I sure am sorry, ma'am. There's different wherever you are, it can change. And ethnic, you can have an accent if you maybe speak Chinese, and then how it comes out, what language and how you use the language here. I had a student one time who was from Vietnam, nice young man, and he spoke French and he spoke English with a French accent, and the other teachers wanted to change it and modify it. And I said, look, this guy is 20 years old. He's a young man, nice looking. He's from Vietnam. He speaks with a French accent. Leave him alone. It's too sexy. Yeah, leave him alone. It's too sexy. It's unique. It sounds good. Leave him alone. He'll do fine. It's as long as you're understandable. I'm like, no, It's like, no, leave him. He'll do
He's
well.
different. We like different.
Exactly. And not only that, he's a young guy with a French accent and he looks Asian. So that
Yeah.
uniqueness, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Look what happened with Arnold speaking, coming from Austria and speaking, and he didn't change his last name. That's what's interesting. And he has that heavy accent. Do you think I'm going to change that? Not on your life. He's making too much money with that accent. I will be back. No, you don't fix that. No, leave it alone. It's totally understandable. He's doing well. Leave it alone. Now, socioeconomic means status. Where are you on this? And people hate to talk about this, but this is where you are. People with a lot of money, different socioeconomic, and could be just socio, doesn't have to be also economic, but different social classes will speak differently. Okay, they'll have different words they use. They're different, nothing's wrong or right. It's just to know that it's there. Now we do have, we do have a standard or an accepted standard for English and as well as for Britain. It is not being pompous or anything like that. You have to have a standard where everybody can understand that. And the other Brittany was in broadcasting, so you have to be able to have other people across the country listen to you and understand you. I tell a story all the time, and my sister was a doctor at Cook County Hospital, and she was called in one time because to the emergency room, to the ER, and I've told the story before, so if you're bored, you can tune out. Called into the ER to translate the inner city gentleman from south side of Chicago to a Pakistani doctor. Theoretically, they were both speaking English. They could not understand each other. Now think about it. We're in the ER, emergency room, health issues, life on the line. They could not understand each other. She was called in to translate English to English because she could understand both of them. They couldn't understand each other. She said that was the most surreal experience she's ever had.
Wow.
I've been through that experience. I've lived it.
You
I
need
worked
like to
in
move
ER and
airplane?
I had to deal with patients and doctors, like you mentioned, that both spoke English, but from the areas that they're from was
Yeah.
so heavy and so strong, they could not understand each other. And since I have a tuned ear
Right.
to
You were able
hear
to.
what one was saying, I had to relate it and so forth. So I
Right.
totally
You
understand
don't
this.
understand. So it's that we have to have a standard. It's not being elitist. It's not being any of that. There's reasons for it. Now, the other thing to take in consideration when you're doing an accent is the time period. Because what happened, in fact, the received pronunciation for the British is a bit different 100 years ago. Think about Shakespeare, that has really changed. So the time period can change. Um, we let's do some 60s slang as Mama's got a brand new bag. I don't know if anybody would understand that now because bag means money now. Yeah, I mean, it has different meanings. So you have to know the time period, but even the pronunciation changes over time. Now, code switching, be careful if you do this.
Yeah.
Style of speech, according to the social context, I'm just throwing this in. This is something new. I'm just kind of introducing because we've seen it. And some politicians tried it and not very successfully. You don't want to, especially if you're trying to be yourself, because people like sincerity, and that's going to be something that AI can't have. So, okay, you've got to be yourself. You've got to be sincere. So if this doesn't mean that if you're in business and you have a different audience that you might have to modify your speech to fit the audience, but be very careful about how you speak, to different people. But you don't want to make fun. You don't want to pretend to be something you're not. So anyway, just something to know. Okay, here's another component of the accents, phonemes. We're talking about sounds, not spelling. I'm going to go and there's manner, place, and voicing. I went over this before. We'll probably do it again. Intonation is melody, rhythm, duration, pitch, stress. Where do you put the stress on what's syllable? I mean, I mentioned Texas. I had a friend when I was visiting, I was trying to, going to go out horseback riding. Well, I sure am, sir, ma'am, but it's the insurance. So instead of insurance, it's insurance, so and it's kind of blended. So that's where do you put the stress? What's the pitch? How long do you hold your vowels? Do you carve things off? Then we're back to articulation, elisions, omissions, what they slide over, what sounds are omitted. Our coloration, and back to Boston and the East Coast, do you use an R, or is it softer? Is it harder? Vocabulary. What words are used? What words do you use? There's jargon, slang. Jargon is, everybody know what it is or no? You don't know the difference? We have a lot of idioms in the in American language. We really do have the idioms, but jargon is like medical jargon. It makes people, you can talk to somebody in your field a lot faster using jargon. They know what you're talking about.
Like police jargon as well.
Police jargon, absolutely, absolutely, and
At least science, yeah.
yeah, police
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, it's like terminology.
yes, the terminology, and it allows them, it keeps the people who are not in the know out. Yeah, okay, but it enables them to go a lot faster. For example, the medical, we used to say that the patient is a poor historian. That can mean, that's a nice way of saying either the patient has some dementia and really can't recall, or she's lying. That's kind of how we couch it. So we know that, okay, we better double check on that. Or somebody has an ETOH, that's alcohol. So yeah, there's all kinds of ways to couch things so that we understand what they're saying, but it does keep other people out. However, it makes you go fast.
Does anybody else understand what they're saying?
Yeah, right. So maybe you don't want other people to know. You really don't. You might want to keep it quiet.
Speaking in code.
Confidential.
It's a little bit like speaking in code. Yeah, it really is. But it has a place. It has a place. So we're also looking at, this is components now. See, this is what your grammar is, filler words, colorful metaphors. Like in business, a lot of filler words I've noticed has been basically, they say basically a lot, because I do a lot with business people too. But there are a lot of current phrases I've heard, know what I'm saying? If you say it more than twice and 2-3 times, you better watch, that you're not saying it too frequently so that people say, no, I don't know what you're saying. You have to use the real words. Metaphors, colorful metaphors, that means swearing. And we tend to do a lot more than we did, say, even 10 years ago. Yes, who's got a question? Brittany, or is that Robert? Robert?
Yes. Yeah. I noticed quite a lot. If you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. As these days, like I'm in my 70s. Now people are saying, that's dope. No, it's not.
No, I don't do dope. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, it used to be that bad meant it was really good.
Right.
So you have to be careful with slang and the colorful. I will just say that we're using a lot of colorful metaphors lately. I would just try to control that. Don't make it a habit. You've got to, like I'm using here a little bit because I'm thinking. And actually, has a linguistic function, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, let's get going. The other thing is your voice or your tone, the quality of your speech, vitality, nasality. I've mentioned this before. If you're really talking through your nose, like Francesca, she actually has another voice that doesn't use that. But how vital you are, you're using, you don't want to be monotonic. You don't want to be a monotone, because you can just talk like that and just really, just keep going at one pitch, and then everybody's going to fall asleep. So also the other thing is rate of speech.
Oh my God.
How fast or slowly are you speaking? Intensity, what's your volume? This is something that you can use to help people understand and accept your accent or your dialect change, is nonverbal and mannerisms. So what's your nonverbal? What do you do? I'm using my hands a lot. Some people speak with their hands, some people don't. So if you have a character, you can decide on that. So all these things can help support the dialect change, which you know, like I said, this is hard to do. So just to
Question.
let you know about the, and some people are good at it and some people just struggle, but it's okay. You know, this is, we just do what we can do.
I
And
was always told that people who use their hands a lot are usually Italian trait or Italian background.
okay.
And
Yeah.
I am part
No.
Italian, and my family, they do use their hands a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had to retrain myself not to use my hands when I'm speaking. So they don't know, oh, you're Italian. Oh,
well, if let me put it this way.
da.
Yeah, if it's comfortable for you, like people tell you to control things, I'm kind of watching myself here. If you are on screen, and the little side hint here, just watch so that your thumbs don't come up. They look like little sharks, you know, it looks silly when the thumbs just come up. If you're going to use your hands, use your hands. Make sure it's comfortable and it looks natural for you. As long as it looks natural and you're not going to be so wide that you're like bopping the person next to you, you know, which has happened. You know, so just watch so that the little thumbs don't come up in the screen like that when you're talking. That's what I would just suggest.
Oh, I definitely don't use thumbs. I'm
Yeah,
more
don't use
the
when you're
true
talking.
Italiano with your fingers, the fingers and your thumb are all close together, and you have it close to your face, and you're like manja, you know, kind of thing, you know.
Sono affamato. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, okay, linguistic background, just for some information for you, just kind of give you little tidbits here.
Would you be linguistic?
Pardon?
Would you be linguistic?
Well, linguistic means you're studying, you know, anything to do with language. That's what it is. And when I was in anthropology, archaeology, I did have an interest in the linguistic studies too, which was, you know, when do people start talking? But they started using their hands. Speaking to the Italian, they used their hands before they started speech, just so that you know.
Yeah, I
The
believe
hands came first. The hands came first. Yeah. So, okay, background here, the background, which is the history of the Scottish dialect. It goes back to the Germanic, the Jutes, the Angles, the Saxons, the Anglos, the Norwegian, Vikings even, Celtic, Gaelic, Cumbric, Old English. These are all the backgrounds. The major cities that have different accents, which is interesting to know because we're just looking at the basics, okay? But this is something to know. Aberdeen, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dundee, they have different accents. It's like going from Texas to South Carolina, you know, different accents. It's considered a subset of the British dialect, along with Irish, and they lump in Irish, Welsh, Cockney, etc., is all part of the meta concept of the British dialect.
Question: what's Cockney?
That's a fair.
Okay.
I've never heard of that one. What's Cockney?
Cockney
Cockney is
downtown area.
It's a variation of the dialect, and it's like you can switch it's still English, but it has a lot of glottal stops, and it's considered kind of a low end British. The received pronunciation considered the high end. That's what the royals speak. The Cockney is what the people on the street speak. Now what's going on, it's called a estuary English, and it's a blending of that. So if you listen to some of the I don't want to get into it now because we're going to be losing time here because I want to get to this so that you can practice. But I'm going to have a British accent class. Take a look at that, or I can send you the handout for the class if you're interested.
Absolutely. The character of Nancy from Oliver Twist.
There you go. Then they've got a lot of, so I don't want to get started. I've already got my head around the Scots. So we don't want to switch, but the Cockney, and then there's there's even Australian, all that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep, we can hear you. Okay, so because I want to get in here so that people can start practicing some of this, but it's fun. Just send me if you have any questions. I've got my email, my text, my phone number. I don't, like if you put it on the chat here, I probably don't have time to go download it. So you have to send it to me. Oh, here, I've got more people here. More people. Sorry, guys. I'm going to let everybody talk. Got more attendees here. Check.
For
Yes.
the person who was asking about an example of a Cockney accent, I believe Angela Lansbury modeled her Mrs. Potts accent, Beauty
yes.
and the Beast animation after it.
Right. That and yes. And then I think it was, and speaking of Angela Lansbury, she was really good. I am
Mrs.
the very
Lovitz
model
from
that I am the very model of a modern major general. I mean, unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
Pirates
That
of
was-
Penzance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
And
there's
then
a
also
lot.
oh, sorry.
We better get going. Get going. But yeah, there's a lot of, if you watch some of the British mysteries, you'll probably hear it. But thank you, because that's a good reference. Okay. Scottish accents. The main sound is a trilled R. This is hard for a lot of people to do. It's brr, okay? Trilled. So it's, or tapped. So your tongue is going to be on the alveolar ridge. Brr. Butter. Butter. If you want to, if you're having trouble, you can say butter, 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 something like that. But here are the examples of what it sounds like. Charlie, Charlie, Edinburgh, brother, dear, carrot, street, marriage. Now they're not going to go carrot, street. We're not doing that. It's just a tap there. Charlie. Edinburgh,
Charlie.
Brother.
dear,
Carrot.
street, marriage.
Marriage.
Trill R. This is the one thing. If you can do this one, you have to practice to get this trilled R. This is very good. And like I said, I think you should be able to hear a lot if you have to on YouTube with the Continent Army taking over Boston. And then you get the lilting, the rhythm.
You converse with the Almighty.
Pardon?
No, it's an example. You converse with the Almighty.
Yeah.
We all love Braveheart.
So yes, you can listen to Braveheart. You can do.
In order to find his equal, an Irishman is forced to talk to God.
Okay, who wants to try?
Sorry. I just joined. I apologize.
Then we need to get giggles are appreciated, but we better get back to work here. Who wants to try?
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try also. I have my hand up.
Okay.
Brittany, why don't you go first then, since you had your hand up, and I'll go after you.
Okay, so we're doing the Charlie and the Estenberg and the brother and the deer and the carrot and the street and marriage.
Marriage. Let's see Edinburgh. Say Edinburgh again.
Oh, I was saying it wrong. Eisenberg.
No, Edinburgh.
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 We have a little
Edinburgh.
There's a little, that's it. We have a little, it's called an artifact. A little sound. Charlie. You know, we're not doing Charlie. It's Charlie. Brother. We're doing both R's, but we're not. Brother, dear,
carrot,
street, marriage. Now, who was the gentleman that wanted to try it out loud?
Is that me?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not a gentleman, but you know my
okay.
Well, it's cool though. I don't care.
Who was the rowdy person who wanted?
It was. Did I hear you say Charlie again? That's the one that I find difficult.
Charlie.
Wait. Hold on, everybody.
Charlie. It's a little bit of a trilled or tap. And don't be too hard on yourselves. This is not easy because if you come from the East Coast, you're used to saying, like, pack the car in the Boston yard, right? And the Scots would park the car in the yard.
But in the East Coast, especially in Boston, we have a lot of Irish and Scottish men here.
Oh, there you go. Well, then
absolutely.
You have a lot of you have a lot of Irish at the moment, from what I understand. I hope, they did. I know there was an emergency send out for more beer. All right. They drank Boston dry. They drank it dry. I think the phrase was, the one gentleman being interviewed said, "When I went in for for 2 pints and I stayed for 20. You know, it was a little bit more. You know?
That's a good man.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. All right. Who is the person who wanted to do it?
I'll try.
Okay.
Charlie, Edinburgh, brother, dear, carrot, street, marriage.
Okay, good. For Edinburgh, try Edinburgh again.
Edinburgh.
We don't need it that hard. If you were British, that would be, but Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
That's better. We need a little bit of a linkage there, a little bit of a slur. It's not like Edinburgh. You know, it's Edinburgh.
I see. Okay.
There's love in the language.
There's a lot of it's a fun accent. It's a fun accent, but it's the main thing is a couple of the sounds I tried to get here that you can get, because if you're going to do any accent, but you want to do, and especially if somebody says, okay, we need you to audition tomorrow and you have to have a British accent or a Scottish or a French, whatever, pick 2 sounds, 1 or 2 sounds that you can be consistent with. And focus on that rather than trying to do the whole thing, unless you're really good at it, you know, but if you can, pick 1 or 2 sounds, because consistency is the key. If you're consistent, then I'm going to believe you. But if you keep sliding back and forth, then it's going to be challenging.
Thank you.
Who else wants to try the trilled R?
I'll do it.
Go.
Okay, who's I?
Me.
Kai.
And then Bob.
Kai.
Okay, Kai. Okay.
Let's go. Charlie, Edinburgh, brother, dear, carrot, marriage, street, 42.
You've got, well, hold on. You've got, okay, did I give you the fortitude? I don't know if I gave that.
That's on the handout, actually. I was reading off the handout.
Okay, that's on the handout. Okay, I put that in. I didn't put it in my slide, but that's fine. Okay, and then fortitude car park. Yeah, I didn't put it all in. But what I want you to do you're getting there. Okay, you did some of them really well, and some we need to, you know, focus on. Try Charlie again. Charlie.
Edinburgh. Charlie.
Edinburgh. Yeah, it's not Edinburgh. That would be more Germanic.
Edinburgh.
Brother.
This is hard. It's 2 R's. Brother. Dear. Carrot. Street. Marriage. Okay. All right. See, this is how am I doing on time? Okay. I want to make sure we have enough time to. Does anybody else want to try?
Sure. I'll try it.
Okay.
How about that?
Go ahead.
Charlie, Edinburgh, brother, dear, carrot, street, marriage.
Okay, hold on. I want you to. Charlie is just an easy. Charlie again. Charlie.
Well, I've just seen it. Charlie.
Brother.
What's your turn in Edinburgh?
Dundee.
Okay.
All right.
Right. So someone else.
Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Who else wants to try?
I
Try.
Okay. Who's I?
Julie.
okay.
Shannon?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes, I can't, you know, I'm trying to scroll up and down to get the whoopsies, and I always end up clicking something wrong. Here we go. Try again. Try it.
Charlie, Edinburgh, brother, there, carrot, straight, Marish.
Okay. We're having a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. This is where, you know, this is why I have you say it out loud. Charlie. Yeah, that's it. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Yes, not Berg. Don't, if you have to, if looking at that word, here's a practice. Brother. No, we're doing the brother. To practice, here's a little possibility. Say the word butter, 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 and then just try to work from butter into butter, butter.
I've had
It's
extra
just
thermal
training
my
your
R's.
tongue. It's just to train your tongue and say the word butter, but then go faster. Butter, 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 butter. You know, because you're putting your tongue in the right place, and then you just have to learn to use the airflow to make that little trill sound. It is not easy, like I said, but take your time. It's okay. You try the, that would be a suggestion. The word butter, 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 butter. See what I mean? That might help. Okay.
Yeah. Kevin.
Okay. Someone.
Thank you.
Yeah. We just no. It's not an easy thing. It's a different muscle movement. We're not used to it. But here's another sound because we've got a couple sounds to get through. It's the WH. Now, in American English, we have words that start with WH that we actually don't use WH. We don't say, we say who, not who, this is just, they do it for the Scots. They have it really strong aspirated, really strong. So when I teach the actors about articulation and I say, if you can say what, where, why, when with a little puff, a little poof, that way you have that in your.
Queen.
Pardon?
No, they were just trying it out.
You want to, I'm sorry, is this Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you want to try?
Fuck Paul Quinn.
Pardon? I'm sorry, Joe, we're kind of breaking up here a little bit. I'll just go back to the WH and then I'll talk to you in a minute.
Hi.
What we're looking at is a strong WH. So if we're doing, say for my other clients, I don't. This is only for my acting students that I talk about the what, where, why, when. It elevates your speech. You don't have to use it all the time, but it's really can set you apart because if you have to do Shakespeare or something else, now you have that in your hip pocket. You know to say what, where, why, when. Now, what we say in normal everyday speech, you probably say what can be like a light bulb. So what, but in Scotch, in the Scottish accent, in the Scottish accent, let me finish this here, kiddos. We're going to say wheel, whenever, what, which, why, where, whether, whither. That's a real strong what. Okay, it's not
Which fucking wheel are we talking about?
It's a really strong sound. So it's different from what we use. It's still aspirated. We're still doing wheel. English would be wheel, whenever, what, which, why, where. In the Scots would be wheel, whenever, what. It's real strong. Which, why, where. It's a real strong what, a real strong aspirated. Aspirated comes out.
What does the R sound like in whenever?
Whenever. You're going to have a little brr at the end. Whenever.
Whenever.
Where's the nearest bar? Where's the nearest pub?
Where's the fucking tram?
Whether and whither. Okay. Now
I've been here, man.
Okay.
No, I'm going like the Irish.
Who wants to try this one?
My hand is up. It's been up for a while.
I'm sorry, Brittany. I know I'm trying to do 6 things here. Go right ahead.
Wheel, whenever, what, which, why, where, whether, whither.
Okay. Thank you, but we're needing a little work here.
Okay.
It's more of but that's very helpful. Somebody volunteers to do that. I really appreciate it because everybody else is going to have the same issue. It's wheel. Wheel. Whenever. Don't forget that at the end. Whenever. What?
Whenever.
Which. Why? What? It's a real strong what. We're not used to it. Where? Whether. Whither. We often don't even say the word whither. So it's whenever, If you don't want to say them, you don't have to. Just
That's
get
what the
that
trees do.
wheel.
They
What?
wither in the winter.
They wither.
Wither.
That's without the H. That's the wither, and that's also part of a horse anatomy is the withers. But another story. So try it again, Brittany.
Yes, ma'am. I'll shut up.
Try. I'm gonna let Brittany and then Joe. You can do it. Try it again, Brittany.
Wheel.
Wheel. No.
Whenever.
Wheel. No, just take it slow. Take it slow. Concentrate on the what? Wheel.
Wheel.
Do it again.
Wheel.
Are you feeling it? Wheel? Puff of air in your. Do this. Wheel. You should feel a puff of air in your hand.
Wheel.
Whenever.
Almost.
Are you feeling it?
What?
Okay.
Well.
But that was a good
Why?
thought.
Good. Okay. Good.
Where?
Where?
Weather.
Okay. Weather.
Weather.
Okay. So that would be a hint. You should be able to feel that puff of air.
Yes.
Wheel. Okay, if you can do it, because I may not be hearing everything correctly, because that's a very it's an
I
aspirated
did
sound.
put my hand in front of my face and I was pushing the wheel.
And you could feel the air.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, Joe, did you want to
We're
try?
going to have weather, whether we like it or not.
Okay, and now slowly. Come on, Joe. Slowly.
We're going to have weather, whether we like it or not.
Okay, let's do the examples because I want to hear what you sound. Joe, you want to do the examples?
I have to be able to read the examples here.
Okay.
I've got a very small screen. I have to zoom in.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
Okay. Wheel. I'll say them out loud and then you can repeat. Wheel.
Wheel.
Wheel, like
Wheel.
Wheel on a bicycle. Wheel.
Wheel.
The wheel on a fucking bicycle. Yeah.
Oh, now.
Language.
Sorry, I apologize for my language.
Just talking about the color. Listen, I've heard everything. Some of my best friends are Marines, so believe me, I've heard everything.
I was a paratrooper. I apologize.
Oh, okay, then you're forgiven. I got it. You're a paratrooper.
I was. Yes.
Oh, congratulations! Thank you. That's pretty cool stuff. That's really, yeah. That's really something. Ranger? Were you a ranger or what?
No, ma'am. Just 82nd, 2nd, and 505th Infantry.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, Joe.
Absolutely.
Let's
No,
go,
that's
Joe.
I tell you, surviving boot camp when you're doing that and even the practicing can be very crazy. Okay, now this is Julie.
Yeah, I'll go.
Do you want to try? And then we can go back to Joe. Go ahead.
Wherever we go.
Yeah, okay. We haven't heard from her, so I'd like to give that a try. Okay, go ahead, Julie.
Will, whenever, what, which,
Right.
why, where, whether, whither.
Okay, I'm hearing it. Now, can you put your hand in front of your face and feel the what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether.
Because this is, going through the
Whenever.
Whenever.
Don't forget that R at the end. Whenever.
Whenever.
Brr, get the R at the end.
Whenever.
Whenever. Now, whenever. That's more British. The whenever.
Whenever.
What?
What?
Which?
Which?
Why? Okay. And you're feeling the puffy bear. Feeling
Yes.
that puffy bear in your mouth. Okay.
I'd like to try.
Okay. Who's requesting? I'm sorry.
The Kenya.
Okay. Go right ahead, Ms. Taylor. Go right ahead.
Will.
Wheel.
Will.
Wheel. Yeah, that's a long
Will.
Wheel. Yeah. Wheel.
Will. Whenever.
Whenever. I need the tap in the R.
Whenever.
What?
Whenever.
Good.
What. Which.
Okay.
Why. Where. Whether. Whither.
Okay. Now, when you're doing it, because I'm apparently this is a little struggle for me to hear it coming through. Are you feeling that puff of air? Wheel. Whenever. What?
Yes.
Okay. If you feel it, that's the important part. Okay, and Mr. Kelly, did you want to try it one more time? Fair.
All of those words.
Okay, Gregor. All right, Gregory, did you want to try? I saw
Yes,
you lined
please.
up. Okay, Gregor, let's try it.
Wheel, whenever, what, which, why, where, whether, whither.
Okay, you're getting the R's at the end really well. That was good. That was very good. And you can
That's
feel the
excellent.
puff of air, the
Yes,
wheel.
yes.
Okay, good. That was good. Okay, has everybody kind of sort of got it? I mean, this takes time, so don't be, but we've got a couple more sounds I want to hit. This is something I mentioned about before about the L. When we speak an L, I want a clear L for American speech, okay, American accent, where the tip of the tongue is behind the teeth. So it's like, oh, I like it. I love it. If you see somebody on television or online where the tongue comes between the teeth, that you look like a snake. So this though, in the Scots, it's darker. It's velarized. It means your tongue is curled back behind the really back. So loser. Like we would say loser, where the tip of the tongue is right behind the teeth, a nice clear L. This is darker. Loser. Asleep. Slide. Playful. Collect. Flames. Clear.
Beautiful.
Clear. Clear. Now it's going to be hard to do the dark L and the R. Flail. But if you're just curling the tongue back behind the teeth, that little bumpy ridge, see if you can go beyond the bumpy ridge and more into the hard palate area. Loser. Leap. Slide. Slide back.
Oh, now I can.
It's a little tricky,
Take
but
left.
okay. So if you say leap, leap, hold it there. Oh, this is tricky. And we're going to do a couple of vowels here in a minute. But does that make some sense?
Didn't quite hear everything you were saying because there's a lot.
Okay. All right, everybody, just let's shut down the background noise for just a second. Let me go over this again. This is a velarized L. This means that the tongue curls back, not on the alveolar ridge, but the tip of the tongue starts sliding it down. Oh, loser, asleep, slide, playful, collect, flames. It's because if I said it in American, it would be flames. You can hear the difference. Flames.
Playful.
It changes the interior of your mouth. It changes the structure of clear, and the clear is going to be hard because you have to get the flap R at the end, and you're going to be this takes a little work. Clear, flail, bloom. Just try curling your tongue back a little bit further. It doesn't have to be hard, but if you're doing like or leap where it's really close on behind your teeth, just slide the tip of your tongue back a little bit. Pardon?
You got to leap.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Slide, playful, collect, flames. This is something you're going to have to practice at home a bit.
This is what I get for hanging out at the pub.
Yeah, it's just no. I never jumped out of a plane, Joe, but I flew several.
No, hanging out at the pub.
Oh, hanging out at the pub? Yeah, this is. Yeah, don't fall asleep.
I'm not going to fall asleep. Drinking under the table.
You listen. I'm what they call a cheap. I'm what they call a cheap date. One drink and I'm done. I'm done. I can't. No, I can't drive. I'm bad. It's bad. Okay, who wants to
I asked
try?
one fellow what the crack was, and then the next thing I know, I was fucking shit-faced.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe.
All right, I'm slowing down. I'm going to shut up.
Rein it in. You've got a lot of energy here, kiddo.
Right.
Delighted, but
Yes, yes,
and it
story.
does, like I said, it doesn't bother me, but it's.
I got a story.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Well, all right, Robert, I'm going to ask you to hold the story just a second. I want to hear a few people say the L sound because we're going to be running out of time.
I'll try it.
I have more than enough info, but we may have to skip something. Okay, who wants to try at least one time? I
I'll
want to
try.
hear. Okay.
I
Leslie,
also
go
would
ahead.
like to try without
Okay.
disturbance, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's try the L. Leslie, go
Loser.
ahead.
Asleep. Slide. Playful.
That's good.
Collect. Flames. Clear.
Good.
Flailed. Bloom.
Do you feel the difference?
Yes.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, Brittany?
Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I could hear it and you got the R on clear. Okay, go. I'm sorry. Okay. Brittany, I'm gonna let you go and then we can have somebody else.
Is everybody done interrupting?
Okay. Hold on.
You. Loser. Asleep.
Good.
Slide. Playful. Collect. Flames. Clear. Flail. Bloom.
Okay, I'm going to say do clear again, but try to get the R at the end with the flap. This is challenging because you're moving your tongue from one place to another, from the rear to the forward. So see how that goes. Clear.
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 Okay. Can you feel the difference?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right, that's good. Yeah, I have to get, and I apologize, my fault. I'll have to start getting better at finding out how to do the hand thing because there's a few people and I get absorbed with some other stuff. So I apologize. Let's see. And when you raise your hand, if I don't necessarily see it or call on you, please say your name so that I know to whom I am speaking, to whom I'm going to say, okay.
All right.
Yeah, we want to get, okay.
I
Now,
apologize.
no, I should be a little bit better at controlling this, but it's fun to have everybody this
I'd like
excited.
to let Mr.
I'm
Cavan.
very no, it's delightful. It's better than have people falling asleep. Now, here's two vowels. We're doing the content, and we're doing the consonants, but here's a couple of vowels that might help you. These hopefully are a little bit easier. Instead of that, this capital I is an I. Okay, that just means eh. This little funky E is eh, like egg. Okay, so what we're going to have here in the Scots is they'll, instead of killing or him or pretty, that's an I, short I. This is kelling. It's an E, just a short E, which would be if you took phonics. Hem, not him, but hem. Pretty. Or if you're doing the Cockney, pretty. You know, they've had the glottal stop. Wendy. Wicked. So everything is an E instead of a short I. So instead of windy, I could come from the windy city, it would be Wendy. Simple. You have to, and if you have to, an idea to remind yourself is just, put a little letter underneath the word so that, if you want to spell windy, W-E-N-D-Y, to remind you, to say it like an E. England, because we say England, we say it, England, but England. Clef. Building, we say building, with short I, it's building. Okay, these small, the vowels are tricky. So, okay, someone want to try, one person, one person, please. Tell me who wants to try, and who is it?
Brittany.
Brittany, okay, let's give you one more sound. I'll give you one more. Go ahead. Kelly. Good.
Pretty. Wendy.
Wendy, that was good.
Very nice.
Wicked.
No, wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah, it's easy. We see the I and we want to say it the normal. Go ahead, keep going.
Wicked. Sinful. Angling.
Good.
Cliff.
Not cliff, clef.
Clef.
There we go.
Building.
Belding. Good, good. Okay, that was good. It's a little tricky to do. Audra, you had your hand up earlier. Did you want to try?
Thank you.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Kelling, Ham, Pretty,
Pretty.
Wendy,
Wendy, good.
Wicked,
One man.
Sinful, England,
Good.
Clef, Belding.
Belding. Okay. See, these are just the sounds. Now, this is good. Someone else wants to do it. If you do, tell me your name. I'm trying to scroll here a little bit.
Yes, my name is Natalia.
Okay, Natalia.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I see, and then I see Calvin. Okay, so let's try
I'm
Natalia.
Ukrainian with British variant of English and Russian Ukrainian accent.
Oh, okay.
Hey. But the question, should we pronounce in these words L the same like in previous, junk back, or about L2?
Yeah, you're going to have to do the L to curl it back. Telling. So it's not killing with the tongue behind the teeth. It's telling. Good question. Good question. Telling.
Telling. Ham. Pretty. Wendy. Pretty. Wendy. Wicked. Sinful. England. Clef. Belding.
Belding. No, try belding.
Belding.
No, belding. Remember that L? That was a good question about the L.
Belding.
Belding. Clef. Clef.
Clef.
And listen, that's pretty good with all of your language background. That's that's hard to do. That's pretty good.
I speak 5 languages.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. That's fantastic. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Accomplishment.
Okay, Calvin, did you want to try?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to try with my 5 languages as well. Nah, seriously, man, I'm learning, and it's not taking Rosetta Stone to do it. I just learned through writing music. I'm just very intelligent.
Good. Okay, well, let's hear you try this.
Killing.
Not killing. We're going to the E. Remember, cat, like an egg.
Telling.
Telling, and curl that tongue back to the L.
Telling. Right. Pretty. Windy.
Wendy, that's better.
Wicked.
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 There we go.
Sinful.
No, sinful. Remember, it's like E, like egg. Sinful.
Sinful.
This part, sinful. And then putting the E. England. England.
England. Cliff.
Clef. Clef, like a short E. Like egg. Clef.
Clef.
Yeah, this is good. Good. Belding. Belding.
Belding.
Okay. See, it's hard to do every time we do the vowels because we're doing the vowel change plus remembering about the L, which is a little tricky. And then there's an R in there here periodically. So, okay.
Try. I'd like to try.
Okay. Who's I?
Me, Sakinia.
Okay. Try real quick because we're running out of time. We're going to have to do this another time. Go right ahead.
Telling. Him. Pretty.
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 Yeah, remember it's a short E like an E for egg.
Wendy.
Okay, better.
Wicked.
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 There we go. That's better.
Sinful.
Sinful. And curl that tongue back to the L. Good.
England.
England. Good.
Clef.
Clef.
Clef. Belding.
Belding. Okay, very good. Well, I have no idea, but we're running out of time. We're going to go a little bit over here, but we're going to have to skip that last sound, but I had a funny feeling we couldn't get through it all. Okay, these are some resources for you. I definitely want you to be aware of this. I don't know if I've got everybody even on board here. I'm sorry if I didn't see you. I got a little bit busy here. But this is Accents and Dialects for Stage and Screen by Paul Meyer, has CDs available there. Speak with Distinction by Edith Skinner. If you can find it, and it's out of print, but if you can find any version of it in a used bookstore, grab it. don't pay the $700. I saw one of those online at one point. But you can do a free download at the Internet Archives. Here's the link. And then someone else at the previous class suggested you can print it out and then take it to a print shop and they could bind it for you, put it in a, in a version, because the Internet the Internet Archives is an ebook. It's not an audiobook, which would be very hard. It's an ebook. So if you want to download it and have it printed out and then have it bound, it's not a bad idea. So we did a lot of the Q&A here. You can text me. This is my number here, 248-561-9520. You can call me. And here's this number. I will guarantee you can get to me. I've had a little trouble lately. So here's the digital copy. And then if you want the it's free monthly newsletter if you want it. This is funnier than heck. If you've ever seen the Scottish elevator video, the left, it's a funny video. Go have some fun with it. I was going to see if we could watch it here, but I ran out of time. So if you want I've got an ebook, Helping Your Voice for Actors. Just email me. Send me your email. I do not have your phone numbers automatically. I don't have it. I don't have access to your phone numbers or email. So if you're interested, send me your email or your phone number and I can text you.
So much, Miss Corinne. I always love your class. It's been a while since I've gotten a chance to come back, and I always enjoy listening to you and your knowledge.
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if you have any questions or if you say or a suggestion, please, let me know. But thank you. That makes me feel good. Yeah. My goal is. Pardon?
You've had a wonderful class you hold.
Well, thank you so much. So here's this. If you want the book, I don't bug anybody. If you want the newsletter, I have to write one up for this month. I got to get going on it. So if you want that, again, there's my text, but I would highly recommend use the CZ, the Charlie Zulu Barringer at Gmail. That definitely gets to me. And I want to thank everybody. This has been fun. The Scots accent was.
We want to see you again.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for all the volunteers. You were certainly certainly a lively class today. That was for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, and happy Canada Day.
A lot of discovering today.
Ma'am, may I apologize for interrupting about halfway through?
Oh, you're forgiven. It's okay. It's okay.
What can I say? I heard Scottish accents. I figured I'll have a pint and
it's
go about
better
it.
to have some enthusiasm and rather than people falling asleep and getting bored and checking out. Better.
It was definitely lively and much appreciated.
Well, it's like a lot of things. If you are naturally enthusiastic, it's easier to tone you down than to try to pump you up.
Right.
It just is a lot, and I'm sorry I didn't do any of the chats. I apologize. I just noticed all these that.
Take a roll.
Oh, yeah. Well, someone was stuck in traffic. I'm sorry. Yeah, listen, if anybody wants anything, just text me, give me some info so I can send it back. Like I said, I don't have access to your phone numbers automatically. You have to send it to me or the email, whatever's. And if you have, I told the last class, I really don't want, feel free if you're having some trouble, you can call me. I'll give you a couple of minutes here, 5 or 10 minutes, no charge, that kind of, because business after all. But, I don't want you practicing incorrectly because that's hard to fix. But take your time, be kind to yourself. This is something new. It's new muscle movements. It's training your ear. There's a lot going on. And, but, have fun. So if you can at least do whatever accent you have to do for your audition, at least get 1 or 2 sounds that you can do consistently, that you're solid with that, rather than trying to do the whole language, because that can be challenging. So at any rate, I will let you go. Have a nice evening, and thank you so much. And
Thank you, Miss Barringer.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Miss Corinne.
Thank
you. What a great class.
Take care. Take care. Bye now.
Wait for you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Good evening, man.
Okay, let's see if I can get out of my own
Thank
way
you.
here. There we go.